Sitting there fighting a battle that was over when I had to relocate. You see, I ain't much for letting go. No, baby, I gotta hold on. Cause trials, tribulations, and relationships have all made me strong. Oh, girl, I cry. These tears that I shed on the trail to bring you home. Oh, girl, I cry. Mama told me that a man's own tears can make him strong. Oh, girl, I cry. I'll sit around here and wait for you to come home. I'll cry for you. I'll cry. I'll cry.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. African American and Native American cultures have a deep and profound connection with nature, viewing plants not only as sources of food and medicine, but also as symbols of spiritual significance. Each plant holds a unique place in the traditions and ceremonies of various tribes, embodying their beliefs, values, and ways of life. Understanding these plants and their meanings can offer a glimpse into the rich spiritual heritage of Native American tribes and African Americans. There are 10 plants that we're going to deep dive into. The first one is sage. Sage, it has a profound spiritual significance in the culture. Used extensively in smudging ceremonies, sage is believed to cleanse and purify spaces, objects, and individuals. The smoke from burning sage is thought to drive away any negative energies and attract positive influences. Tribes such as the Lakota, the Cheyenne, and the Navajo use sage in rituals to promote healing, wisdom, and protection, as well as African Americans. So growing sage is actually very easy, making it a great addition to your garden. Sage prefers a well-drained soil and plenty of sunlight. It's drought tolerant and can thrive with minimal watering. By cultivating sage, you're not only adding a fragrant and versatile herb to your garden, but also connecting with a plant that holds deep spiritual meaning. Sweetgrass. It is known for its sweet vanilla-like scent. Sweetgrass is often braided and burned during ceremonies to invite positive energies and good spirits. It is used in purification rituals, prayers, and healing ceremonies, believing it to be a sacred plant that brings blessings and protection. In order to grow sweetgrass, it has to be planted in a moist, well-drained soil with full sun or partial shade. It thrives in wet areas, such as along streams or in low-lighting garden spots. Regular watering is essential to keep the soil consistently moist. Sweetgrass is a beautiful addition to any garden, with its long, slender leaves and aromatic scent, embodying a sense of tranquility and spiritual connection. Tobacco. Tobacco is used as an offering and in prayers to communicate with the spirit world. Tobacco is a powerful spiritual tool, often used in ceremonies to show respect, gratitude, and as a means of establishing a connection with the divine. Growing tobacco requires well drained soil and plenty of sunlight. It is relatively a hardy plant that can thrive in various conditions. However, it's important to note that tobacco grown for ceremonial purposes is different from the commercial tobacco used in smoking. Only 4 states allow the cultivation of tobacco for personal use. Cultivating tobacco in your garden allows you to honor its spiritual significance and appreciate its traditional uses. Cedar. Cedar is very revered for its protective and healing properties. It is used in purification rituals, sweat lodge ceremonies, and healing practices. Cedar branches are often burned to cleanse spaces and ward off negative energies, while cedar bark is used to make baskets, clothing, and ceremonial items. To grow cedar, it has to be planted in a well-drained soil with full of sun to partial shade. Cedars are relatively low maintenance and can thrive in a variety of soils. Regular watering during dry periods will help establish young trees. Incorporating cedar into your garden not only adds majestic and an tree, aromatic tree, but also connects you with its spiritual heritage. Corn. Corn or maize symbolizes sustenance, fertility, and life. Corn is held in high regard, incorporating it into rituals, ceremonies, and daily life. Corn is often seen as a gift from the Creator, representing the cycle of life and the interconnectedness of all living things. Growing corn requires well drained soil, plenty of sunlight. Plant corn in blocks rather than rows to ensure proper pollination and water regularly to keep the soil moist. Corn can be a rewarding addition to your garden, offering a bountiful harvest and a connection to its rich cultural and spiritual significance. Cattail. Cattail is used for food, medicine, and crafting. Cattail is used in various ways, from weaving mats and baskets to using the roots and shoots as food sources. Cattails are associated with fertility and renewal, playing a role in ceremonial practices. To grow cattails, they have to be planted in wet, marshy areas or along the edges of ponds and streams. They thrive in full sun and can tolerate various water depths. Cattails can add a natural wild beauty to your garden while connecting you to their spiritual and practical uses. Yucca. Yucca plants are a highly valued commodity for their versatility and spiritual significance. Tribes use yucca in rituals and in ceremonies, as well as for making soap, rope, and baskets. Yucca is often seen as a symbol of protection and endurance. representing the strength and the resilience of the people. To grow yucca, it needs to be planted in a well-drained soil with plenty of sunlight. Yucca is a drought tolerant and can thrive in arid conditions, making it an ideal plant for your landscape. Incorporating yucca into your garden adds a touch of Southwest rugged beauty while honoring its spiritual significance. Sunflower. Sunflower holds a special place in the culture, symbolizing harvest, bounty, and the sun. Tribes grow sunflowers for their seeds, their oils, and a source of spiritual inspiration. Sunflowers are often used in ceremonies to represent the sun's life-giving energy and the interconnectedness of all living things. To grow sunflowers, plant them in well-drained soil with plenty of sunlight. Sunflowers are relatively easy to grow and require minimal care. Water regularly to keep the soil moist, especially during dry periods. Sunflowers can add vibrant color and height to your garden while connecting you to their cultural and spiritual heritage. Black flag iris. It is significant to many tribes. It is used for medicinal and spiritual purposes. The plant's striking blue flowers and are often associated with water and purification, symbolizing clarity, renewal, and interconnectedness of life. It is also used in various healing practices and rituals. To grow blue flag iris, plant it in moist, well-drained soil in a spot that receives full sun to partial shade. This perennial thrives in wet areas, making it perfect for planting near ponds and streams. Regular watering is essential to keep the soil consistently moist. The blue flag iris adds a touch of elegance to your garden while honoring its spiritual significance. Juniper. Juniper is revered for its protective and purifying properties. Juniper berries, branches, and ceremonies are used to cleanse and protect against negative energies. Juniper is also associated with healing and is used in various medicinal practices. To grow juniper, it has to be planted in a well-drained soil with plenty of sunlight. Juniper is a hardy plant that can thrive in various conditions, including drought and poor soil. Regular watering during dry periods will help establish young plants. Incorporating juniper into your garden connects you to its spiritual heritage and adds fragrant, evergreen presence to your landscape. All of these plants that I mentioned hold deep spiritual significance in Native American and African American cultures, symbolizing various aspects of life, protection, and healing. And by incorporating these plants into your garden, you can create a space that honors their cultural heritage and connects you with their spiritual meanings.
Sitting there fighting a battle that was over when I had to relocate. You see, I ain't much for letting go. No, baby, I gotta hold on. Cause trials, tribulations, and relationships have all made me strong. Oh, girl, I cry. Be still, the trail to bring you home. Mama told me that a man's own tears can make him strong.